Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, guys? Today, obviously, new hero day, new week, new heroes. So let's check out these heroes and kind of give it the rating like normal. The way that I normally like to do it is pretty much grade them 1 through 10. Each hero in the pool, 1 out of 10. And then average it and normalize it to a score out of 100. And then based on, kind of that score, we'll determine if it's worth it to use your tickets, because that's really the part that matters. So let's get right into it. So it's a hero return pool similar to the last pool, and Venom Walker, Farseer, and the Executioner. Okay. My first impressions earlier when I was planning or thinking about this was that this pool would basically be a complete skip, and it kind of looks like it is. So first off, we'll talk about Farseer. So we already knew she was going to be in this pool. She's kind of the pool priority hero. You don't get an increased percentage to pull her. She's just kind of the main hero in this pool that we knew we were going to get. So Farseer, basically her main combo is just the three sisters. So Vanguard, Farseer, Countdown. She's decent otherwise. She's a pretty good support and ranged hero. So you can actually put her kind of in the middle or even in the back row. She does much better in the middle though. And there's some other back row vehicle heroes that are better. Death Rider, Countdown, Ivanov are just better than her in the back row. So Farseer, I would actually say, is one of the least important Season 3 heroes, period. Countdown you can use in Season X. Vanguard you can even use in Season X a little bit. The combo that I like to run is Vanguard, Countdown, Death Rider. So I am actually using Vanguard. Anna you use in Season 3. Tech Priestess in Season 3. So pretty much most of the Season 3 heroes you're actually going to be using later on into the game besides Farseer. So I'm actually going to give her a 6 out of 10. She's very, very good with the three ladies, but once you get a little bit better than that, she kind of becomes a little bit useless. Not useless, but just not as good. So she deserves kind of like a 6 out of 10, maybe even a 5 out of 10. It depends, obviously, who you already have. If you don't have any vehicle lineup or you are missing just Farseer, then you might think about grabbing it. I'll talk about the pool, kind of each hero individually, and then I'll assess the entire pool. So she's a 6. Venom Walker is very good. He's one of the best back row fighter heroes, even into Season X. So early on, Venom Walker, is pretty much used in kind of the best fighter formations. Even in Season X, probably the best pure fighter formation is Tech Priestess, Canoness, Venom Walker, maybe, or it's definitely up at the top. So you will be using Venom Walker in Season X. However, a lot of the mixed APCs, once you start getting into Baneblade and really maxing out the Season X heroes, Venom Walker kind of falls down. He's not terribly important at that point. So Venom Walker, again, he's a back row hero. He's considered ranged, but he doesn't really do too much damage. Nor does he do too much healing, but it is a decent amount. He heals at the end of battles, which kind of plays well with Sven. So Sven, you basically want him to take a bunch of hits early on, so he goes beneath 50%, and then he gets a bunch of buffs. He gets one buff, but he gets buffed, and then Venom Walker's healing will kick in, and then he can heal up Sven. So it's an interesting combo to play around with, but that's kind of it. You kind of replace Venom Walker with like Hummingbird or Nomad or Death Rider, people in the back row, who are just better than Venom Walker. So for Venom, I'd give him a 7. He's still useful. I use him in my defense queue currently. Still quite a good hero. And he's just very, very consistent, always consistent. So that's Venom Walker. He gets a 7. Now the Executioner is an interesting hero. The reason why I don't particularly like Farseer too much is because she's really kind of only good in the 3 lady combo. And then once you get other heroes, she's not as good. Venom Walker, however, doesn't need any really matchups. He can kind of just be placed with anybody in the back row. If you don't have, let's say, like, Lone Wolf or, I don't know, another back row hero, or you don't want to mix your APCs, so you're not going to put Hummingbird or Nomad in there, you can put Venom Walker in there. He kind of just can fit anywhere. Executioner is more kind of closer to Farseer. So the Executioner is a Season 2 hero. She's a ranged shooter hero. So you can put her in the 3rd row. You should put her in the 3rd row, in the back row. But Hummingbird is basically just all around better than the Executioner, as is Nomad. However, that's really only 2 heroes that are better than her. She's very good with Inquisitor. So Inquisitor is a Season 2 hero, and that's kind of the Season 2 combo, is Inquisitor and Executioner together. They both have a flaming, or like ignite status, flame kind of status effect. Again, kind of like Pokemon, right? It's like a burn effect. However, their skills do different things when the enemy is burned. It's not a damage over time ability. But it just kind of procs other players' abilities. So she's very good with Inquisitor. Otherwise, she can be decent, but really only in Season 2 or before Season 3. Before Season 4, when Hummingbird comes up. So the Executioner, I would probably normally give her a 7. However, since we're so far into Season X right now, she probably gets a 6. 6 or a 7, 6.5. I mean, whatever. You can kind of say all of these heroes are 6s to make it easy. None of them are going to be that good. And they all have heroes who are better than them at their role. Pretty much. However, the question is, do you have the better heroes? So if you don't have Hummingbird, you don't have Nomad, and you want a full shooter combo, Executioner is going to be your best backline hero. If you don't have Lone Wolf, or you don't want to mix your APCs, Venom Walker is going to be your best backline fighter. And he's even pretty much as good as Lone Wolf. Not as good, but he's very close to Lone Wolf's ability. And then Farseer. Yeah, Farseer is Farseer. Again, you probably put her in the middle. And there's not too many vehicle heroes that fall in the middle, but Organic can, Heaven's Redemption can, even Ivanov, Anna. So there's a lot of heroes that are kind of more important than Farseer. So I'm going to give all of these heroes basically a 6, just to make things easy, which comes out to about 18. And then, like I said, we pretty much normalize it, we average it and then normalize it to 100. So this pool comes out to about 60. 60 honestly seems a little bit high, but again, it's really only because if you don't really have any heroes better, you can go for this pool. However, I wouldn't recommend it. I would say kind of on average, the pool should be about a 75 or above for you to consider going for it. Likely you'd want it to be like an 80 or above. But sometimes there are heroes that you really, really need. So again, 75 or above is really where you should be aiming at. So this pool overall, I would say is fairly weak. I wouldn't really recommend you go for this pool at all. Even if you have a bunch of tickets, there's no real point, because this is like week 9 of the second Season X season for most of the players who are getting these pools. It could be the first for some of you guys, and if it is the first, obviously you won't have as many Season X heroes, but for most of us, we already have a bunch of Season X heroes who kind of are just all around better than these heroes. None of these heroes are necessary. Whereas in the previous pool, some of those, Tech Priestess, for example, is kind of necessary. So it's a pretty quick rundown. I know I was talking quite fast. Hopefully I got all that info out in kind of an easy manner. Again, if you guys ever have questions on hero combos, or like, I have 500 tickets and these heroes, should I go for this pool or something like that, just leave a comment. reach out to me. I'm available pretty much on every platform, even in the game. You can mail me in the game, or reach me on Discord. I'll leave a link to a community Discord, and you can post your hero for me, like pictures and stuff, and I can help you that way. So anyway, that's about it for the pool. I would recommend skipping it pretty much for everybody. There's not particularly a good reason, unless maybe you're missing like one copy of each of those heroes. But even still, you're better suited just saving up your tickets for some of the better pools, some of the Season X pools. So it's a little bit weird that they would put in these heroes. I'm not sure. I mean, I know they wanted to put in one fighter, one vehicle, one shooter. But they probably should have had like Hummingbird in here instead, in my opinion, and then given like Viscount. If that was the case, was Viscount, Farseer, Hummingbird, then this pool would be a lot different and a lot better. So anyway, that's about it, guys. I know it's a pretty quick video for me. Some of you guys complain about how long the videos are, but you know, I like to talk. I like to give you guys the info. But that's about it. Trying to get this up as quick as possible, so you guys know what to do, and so you're not spending your tickets on this pool. Like I said, I would not recommend it. But if you are on the fence, reach out to me first. I'll let you know, or I'll give you my advice, and then you can either take it or not. So anyway, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day, wherever you are. Like always, have fun in this game. That's what it's for. Don't get too stressed out. All right, and yeah, stay safe. All right, peace, guys.